How's it going, guys? Today I thought I'd do a little processing a deer video. What I've got is a black buck and a whitetail quartered up. I figured we'd just go over some tips to help the process go smoother for you, for all you guys that aren't really used to cutting up your animals or processing your meat, and for the guys that haven't never did this before. I suggest a really sharp knife. I like to have a bigger size butcher knife, and you can sharpen it with one of these, which I recommend dolling your blade up, and then one just to work inside joints too with a little stiffer. I don't know how well you can see the back side of that blade. A little stiffer blade helps you to pry in that joint. And you can also use one of these, what holds the it's a sharpener, holds the blade to the precise angle that it's supposed to be, and you just drag it on both sides like that. Put a nice edge on there, a starter edge, and then finish it up with this. Alright, guys. Let me get my raise this up a little bit. Pan. Alright, guys. Now what we have here is a big old chunk of rear thigh. Just hack through the leg bone here with a hatchet, and after you finish, now here's the knuckle that'll go into the hip bone itself, and you just make your cut like this. You cut down in here like this, and then cut around all the ligaments, which is these white things here, and connective tissue, and it'll separate really easy, and then you got a manageable piece. This is a front blade, same as this. Here's the knuckle. You'll ring it like you would ring a apple, going to clean an apple, just going down in there till you hit the bone. Just ring it around. Then this is where the thicker part of the blade. Once you get it in there, you can just pop it, and it'll just pop right out. This is the piece that you was viewing earlier, is with the leg on, and as you can see, just cut around here, cut the back side of the blade. The cleaner that you make your cut, the more of that tissue you get off, the easier the process is. Because remember, this animal is jumping over fences. Most of its movements are in leaps, so you know it's built to handle some damage. We'll be stripping these. I'll be keeping one for a roast, and then one for a porcelain strips to make jerky. And I'll do a video on that jerky also. But yeah, guys, what I just laid up here now is the back strap. What this is a tenderloin part, runs right down the middle of the spine. And what you'll want to do is remove all this connective tissue, the silver here. You can just pull it off like that. Some people use, you can go in with a fillet knife and go up underneath it and flay it out like you would a fish. Some people use fish skinners like for catfish, pulling the skins off, and that works really well. On the newer animals it won't. It has to be an older one because the tissue on the newer animals is way too thin. It'll just tear off. So let's get this slid over. It's cold as well, digger ass outside now, so that's why we're doing it inside. I've got a table and a little sink set up with a water hose, but we're going to be doing it here on the kitchen table. Cutting this out. And here's that little where it connects into. Just want to cut right up underneath it, just like filleting. And you got to be careful, just like with filleting too, or pulling your catfish skin off, because it will tear, because you got all kinds of wounds and stuff from the fragmentation of the bullet hit. And we shot this with a 300 Weatherby. Then as you can see, we just pull this up close. Just grab it like that. Give it a jerk. And what the silver, this connective tissue does is just become some chewy, unedible mess. You just can't really do nothing with it except just swallow it down in a big chunk and hope it all goes down at one time. It is pretty good, you know, if you strip it really fine like that and fry it up and bacon style. It's really good like that. So I'm about not wasting. So I like for my cuts to be precise as possible, and to be as least wasteful as possible. But don't worry, what I got left over, I always either will bull up with some old pork or something to, you know, make a ham, have a ham bone left, bull it all up, chop it up, and feed it to the dogs and the cats. They love it, especially during the winter time. They really appreciate it. All right, now we'll just slice through and make little medallions. Oh, that looks good, don't it, guys? That looks really good. Just over here. Speed the process. got a little crazy with the cutting and knocked the camera loose. But yeah, guys, that's a big old batch of awesomeness. Now I'm gonna season this up, flour it up, and fry it, and that makes beautiful medallions. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Peace out from Texas.